unpopular opinion, I don't think Kamala Harris is behind with male voters for the 2024 United States presidential election. Why do I say that? Okay, I do think that Donald Trump has a lead, but among a certain type of male voters. One, the men that are part of the only 30% of the Republican Party, that's the MAGA movement, those diehards. The tech bros podcast manosphere that includes some young Gen Z men who are just excited to belong to something because they see strength and vitality and bravado and just machismo in Donald Trump, and they see a place where they belong because on the other side with the left, they're championing all these marginalized communities, and they're like, they don't see themselves there, and so they see a home, a mirror in Donald Trump. So he has those folks. However, when the stats say that she is losing amongst black men, note that they're saying that she has an eroded stat compared to her predecessor, Hillary Clinton 2016 and Joe Biden 2020, that she doesn't have as much of the black male vote. However, she still has 70%, like over 70%. So while Donald Trump did manage to peel away and get like 25%, Kamala Harris still has the majority. And even when they talk about her lead or her lack of lead with the Latino voters, amongst educated Latino men, Kamala Harris, they say, is only 37 points, and she's only up 10 points with non-college educated Latino men. But look at that. She's still above. She still has a lot of like voters amongst them in that group. She doesn't have as much as before. And even compared to Biden for the 2024 cycle, there's still more excitement for her amongst black men and amongst Latino men. So that's as to that. So that's what I think. And I think amongst the rest of the white men, they are tired of Donald Trump's ish. There are a lot of secret voters amongst their friends. If they live in the MAGA circles, they're just nodding their heads. But in the ballot booths, they had enough of Donald Trump. Some of them have been turned off by his antics, by his vitriol, his divisiveness, by the anti-Semitism, his hate, his xenophobia, and then his recent thing with his rally with the Latinos. They had enough. He's a chaos agent. He's just exhausting. He's exhausted them. And so while they may not tell their bros and their dads and things like that, they're voting for Kamala, but they see the out. Now, while they may not support Democrats, they might not support Kamala, what they do support is the end to the MAGA. They've had enough of MAGA. So I think there's a secret, and it's going to come out in the polls. Watch the numbers when they come out, and you'll see the number of people that have been. I believe wholeheartedly in my heart of hearts that Kamala Harris is going to win almost every single swing state. Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Ohio, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Georgia. She's doing clean sweep. She might even win Florida. I don't think she's going to get Texas, but she might even win Florida. That's how much people are just tired of Donald Trump's ish, and they've had enough. So that's my unpopular opinion. You can agree with me or not, but I welcome you to come back here to this video after the elections when the numbers are all called and they're calculating things like that, and you can say, oh my God, she was right. I saw this woman on TikTok or on YouTube, and she did predict that Kamala Harris is going to make a sweep of the swing states, and she did say that men are going to actually go for is Kamala because they're tired of the MAGA movement. And you're going to be like, and I'm going to be like, I told you so. But what about the polls? The polls don't say that. Here's the thing. A lot of those polls are commissioned by the GOP, by Republicans, right-leaning polls, in order to give the appearance that Donald Trump still has a leg in this race, because he needs that for several reasons, not just because he might try to challenge it on the other end, but also because a lot of the Republican voters are on election day voters. And so if the numbers are showing that Donald Trump is going to lose, some of them will actually stay home. So it's important for them to think that he has a dog in the fight and they need to be going out, because a lot of the numbers for in terms of early voter and early vote turnout is showing that it's a lot of women, it's a lot of blue state, it's a lot of young people, and those folks lean heavily Democratic. And so a lot of folks who are supporting Donald Trump have not yet voted yet because they're waiting for November 5th. And why is that? Because a little while ago, a couple of cycles ago, the Republicans sowed so much seeds of distrust in the U.S. mail and in mail-in ballots that some people, it's hard to get people to trust turning in their ballots early or mailing in their ballots. So they did that, they sowed that seed, and now they're feeling it. While there are some that are voting early, there's still a lot that don't trust it. And so it's really important for Republicans to make people think that they still got a dog in this fight. So that's why you're seeing that. And then there's also a lot of bots, and their bots are just loud and obnoxious, but they're not the majority. Comment below. What do you think?